Here.
Alderman Sismarski. Alderman R. Wesley. Alderman E. Wesley.
Here.
Alderman Catalano.
Here.
Alderman Messina.
Yes.
We have a quorum. Next, I need approval of the minutes of September 12th, 2019.
Second.
Public Works Committee meeting. Any corrections? No corrections? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, report and recommendation, Clock Tower final payment. Assistant Director Legg?
Yes, thank you, Chairman. So Copenhagen Construction, who did the clock tower at the corner of Wooddale and Every Park Road, has submitted their final pay request. They have requested the full $225-some thousand for work completed. Staff is proposing to withhold some liquidated damages as well as some other items. And we are asking you to approve a payment of $75,548.67.
And how much are we holding back in liquidated damages?
It's approximately $130,000 in liquidated damages between last year and this year.
Okay. And we've got some issues over there with the fountain. So there's one side is kind of struggling, and it's not keeping up with equally with the other side. So is that because we still have to calibrate it, or what's going on with that?
Copenhagen's looked at that several times. It might be something that we have to get a different company in to try to coordinate with, because they have had no success with getting those fountains set correctly.
And will that be under warranty?
The fountains are under warranty, I believe, for a period of 1 year, but I'll have to verify that.
Okay. Alderman Messina?
So being that Copenhagen clearly had trouble, let's just say that, with this warranty is going to be covered by who?
I believe it's actually Laughing Waters who warranties the equipment, but I believe Copenhagen will be responsible for replacing it if something went wrong.
So I don't know. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Follow up. I mean, I can't sit here and agree to do a final payment, regardless if it's a $1, without a punch list of these things being fixed, so they can just check us off their list. Go ahead, Jeff.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise doing that, actually, because we've had multiple problems with this firm. So from a staff perspective and a legal perspective, we would like to finish this off, withhold whatever liquidated damages we need from them. If it's in excess of this, we can discuss with the attorney next week. I really don't want this company trying to fix something. They'll probably make it worse.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So we're gonna pay them. They probably, okay, let's just assume that we get rid of them. I don't know what it's gonna cost our taxpayers to fix the problem that they created. So I don't know if they need to outsource. I don't really care, but they need to fix the problem. It's not, why should the taxpayers take the burden of fixing the problem that they created?
Mr. Murmas?
The problem won't get fixed correctly if they do it, and they're legally responsible to fix it, so we can withhold money for that. Again, I do not recommend having them do anything with this. You'll end up losing money. It'll be crappy. Pay the bill. They're legally entitled to be paid the bill. We'll withhold whatever we legally can withhold, so the taxpayers won't be on the hook for this.
Go ahead.
Just one last follow-up. So you have a quote from another company that can fix the problem?
I do not, but that's what I delegate to the city attorney, who has never failed us in these issues. We've had similar issues with treatment plants. We're never left holding the bag, and I am confident that this company, we need to pay them for work done. We will withhold whatever we can for suspect work or punch list items, but we do not advise doing anything more with this company, because then we get calls about it's not done in a timely manner. They didn't do it right. It's just a never-ending cycle, and it's just not a good idea.
We don't even know the numbers.
Alderman Wesley? Alderman Woods?
Yeah, I was just going to say that I share the same frustration as my fellow alderman up here, but I would have to agree wholeheartedly, being in the construction business, that it's time to take what we can. You can still go after the money. Somebody that's in over their head, maybe this is that far outside the realm of what they do. They seem to only make things, well, let's just say they don't make, I won't make any rash comments, they don't seem to make them much better. So it's time to take a different stance. We'll withhold the money that we can withhold, and there's still recourse through the attorney with the other stuff. And as Jeff pointed out, for the most part, the attorney's always made us whole, so.
Any more questions?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in agreement here with the alderman down that side. I mean, we're going to pay this company, and there's so many things wrong over there. I mean, where is the punch list? I mean, when's the last time I asked that would this be brought up, that we all talk about this, and now all of a sudden, like 2 meetings later, we're paying these people.
The punch list is included in your packet. It has very few items still left on there, so that is in there. I would caution you all to say that, not to say that there's all these problems out there. There's not all these problems. It's a select few problems, and we simply just don't want the select few problems handled by this firm. And once again, the attorney, if he were here, is going to tell you you're legally going to have to pay at least some of this bill. We will wait till next week. We'll advance it, and then you can have your legal questions answered.
Go ahead.
Follow all of them. I'm okay with paying what work has been done, but there has been no due diligence by staff to actually get a quote that tells me what it's gonna cost our taxpayers to fix the problem. I'm not gonna rely on, hopefully, some rock star attorney gets money, because it's coming out of the taxpayers' money. If it's a lot more, where are we gonna get this money? So no one's done due diligence from staff to tell me what it's gonna cost to fix the problem. If we don't have faith in that, in Copenhagen, I'm cool with that. I'm not paying them if you haven't done your due diligence to actually find somebody that can fix the problem.
Go ahead.
That's all I ask everybody else.
We don't need to do our due diligence yet because the project has a maintenance bond. If the fountain doesn't work correctly, they are legally required to pay for whatever the amount is that's hypothetical right now. So it's covered.
Go ahead.
So let me bring something up. We went down this route with the treatment plant before. There was a major concern on the treatment plant before. We paid the bill, and eventually we yanked the maintenance bond. We hold the maintenance bond for 1 year after completion of final payment. We can always go yank their maintenance bond. And let me tell you, their maintenance bond is huge. You know, their bond. So we could do that here once we get the final payment out, we pay them, and then Pat Bond will go back and yank their maintenance bond if it ain't completed in a timely manner, which we have done that on the treatment plant. But we can't do it right now, we can't.
Go ahead.
I can just tell this is going to be a circular argument. I don't have all the answers you guys need tonight. Again, I advise just pass it per attorney advice, and then we will discuss next week, and then you could modify, withhold more, or not pass it next week.
Alderman Woods?
Yeah, to sum it up, I think the best way I can explain it is there's a certain sequence of events that have to occur in a certain way for us to be able to do the things that we want to do, which encompass the things, all the things that we talked about. But we can't do them now without going to step 2 and step 3. It's just, unfortunately, that's the process. And so we do have to pass it. We can get some other stuff. There are safeguards. And ultimately, it'll get done. It's going to be a little more painful than any of us would have liked it up here, but that's what we're left with.
Okay, any more questions? Let's have a roll call on that, please.
Is there a motion? Is there a motion?
That's
Is there a motion?
Well, I'll make the motion.
I'll second the motion. Not to exceed whatever dollars.
Right, so the amount is, so making the motion. Yeah, $75,548.67. That is my motion.
Okay.
Do I have a second?
I second it.
Okay. Roll call?
Alderman Sorrentino, Alderman Jacob,
No.
Alderman Woods,
Yes.
Alderman Sismarski, Alderman R. Wesley, Alderman E. Wesley,
Yes.
Alderman Catalano,
Yes,
Alderman Messina.
No.
that passes. Okay, next is a resolution approving a contract between the City of Wooddale and Stroder, Inc. for the 2019 sidewalk replacement program in the amount not to exceed $44,406.25. That is my motion.
Second?
Any questions? Roll call, please. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Go ahead.
Is the sidewalk every sidewalk replaced for this year. This is the final, right?
Yeah, except for the one-offs that we do for utility repairs and stuff, this is the major one that we'll do, and this is, yeah, includes everything.
So this is a whatever, is this done by ward or the whole city? This was by ward, right?
Go ahead.
This one's actually throughout the whole city. We didn't have enough in any one ward, so we decided to just do it all throughout town.
Okay, I'm good. Thank you.
Roll call. Alderman Sorrentino. Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Woods.
Yes.
Alderman Sismarski. Alderman R. Wesley. Alderman E. Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Messina.
Yes.
Okay, items to consider for future meetings, do we have any?
Yes, we have an announcement.
Alderman Woods?
Can I have that sheet?
Yeah, I'd like to consider talking about fiber optics and 5G small cell.
You gonna announce it?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Alderman Messina.
Wanted to make an announcement if possible. So there's going to be on October 5th, a one-day collection at the Village of Bensonville Public Works, 717 East Jefferson. It is going to be a household hazardous waste collection, and it will include a lot of things that we get questions on often. Disposal of hazardous paints, electronics, etc. Please take a look on our website or on Village of Bensonville's website for more information, as there is a cost for some items that you plan on disposing of. Again, October 5th, Village of Bensonville. Hours are from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay.
Thanks.
Assistant Director, Gilbert Drive Construction, can you give us an update on that?
Absolutely. We're still waiting for Nightcore to resolve their conflicts. There's conflicts with about 7 of the gas services. We've been in constant contact with them, even going as far as to reach out to our government representative. And we still don't have a firm timeline, but we're hoping that once those are resolved, we can be finished by mid to late October.
Okay, thank you. Okay, make a motion to adjourn?
Make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.